know what time it is? Monday morning? Monday night? Whatever time it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's day, night. I have no clue what's going on. But I do know this. It's party time.
Party time.
So last night we were at Billy Bob's Texas last night. Big show for a Sunday night. And you can hear it in my voice. That's not COVID. That is a good time right there. That is a good time. Thanks to all who came out. We are in the mothership, which is Studio 22, the Puppet Master Mark driving us into the nether regions of all things socialism. We're going to talk about it. I after watching the DNC and listening to a little bit of the RNC, Mark, I got to tell you, buddy, the world's gone to pure idiocy. Pure idiocy. Have you been? Did you on the weekends, Mark? Do you keep up with like the news or anything since you have to get inundated with it week in and week out?
Unless I kind of accidentally see it on TV, I don't follow it too much because I feel like I see so much at work, and then I just kind of go home and kind of go out of touch a little bit.
Okay, first of all, Candace, what month are we in? Is this August?
I believe it's August, but at this point, I can't really say
knows?
that.
Right?
With much
My
certainty.
5-year plan is to get through 2020. So I think next month is September. I think I'm going to have a no-scroll September.
Oh.
And a no-scroll October, and a no-scroll November, and a no-scroll December. In other words, I'm not going to read comments. I'm not going to read. It's stressing me out.
I wish you wouldn't let that get to you.
It just stresses
that.
me out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I don't take anything personal in that
not.
regard. No, of course not. But it just stresses me out.
Yeah.
Just the audacity of people. It wears me out.
May I say something real quick?
Yes, you may.
Okay. We sent our children off to school today, even though I was partying with you last night. They made it on the bus, but so I put it on Instagram and somebody posted, when you're talking about the audacity, she said, I hope your children aren't killed in a mass shooting.
I can't stand it. That's what I'm saying right there. I mean,
I do hope that too.
I mean, I agree with them.
Right.
I hope that bitch ain't hit by a bus.
That school bus with my kids on there. It would be a verified corona death. I can tell you that. I mean, there are some things I just know right now. If you get hit by a bus, it is a COVID-19 death.
Yeah.
The audacity, it's crazy.
It.
I don't know. I have to keep up with it. But if you've noticed, I'm sure you haven't, but you can go back and check. I haven't been posting very much as of late. I just really haven't. Sometimes you just got to take a breather from it, and disconnect from, because this is 6 years of, well, it's a lot more than that, but just day in, day out using social media as a career platform, and it's frustrating.
Well, internet sensations need a break too.
Unemployed but popular. It's pretty good. I don't know. I want to read this. Our friend Stacy McNabb, Stacy's a guy, by the way. He had these pretty cool bumper stickers done up. He posted them. Chad Prather, Texas governor, 2022. I think legally it's supposed to say for Texas governor, but that's okay, Stacy. That's okay. He sent me a couple over, and he had like 10 of them made through Vistaprint. He said, thought I should send you a couple of them. My wife Laura and I have an antique store in Cleburne called Antique Findery. And then he has some personal stuff on there. Stop in, say hello sometime. Excited that you are considering running for governor of our Texas. It's time to make Texas the great place it once was. We need a real person as governor. God bless Texas. I echo that sentiment. God bless Texas. So thanks, Stacy. And they came out to the show last night. Yeah, they came out to the show. So appreciate that. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna get some real input today on this governor thing. Hey, listen. Sadly, America's students, they're caught up in the politics of coronavirus, and their education hangs in the balance. To support the next generation of freedom-loving Americans, Patriot Mobile is running a school days promotion until September 12th. You get to choose either a free phone or a free month of service when you switch to America's only conservative cell phone carrier, Patriot Mobile. Plus, instead of charging hidden fees and funding left-wing propaganda like most big cell companies do, all of them, Patriot Mobile will donate a portion of your bill to Students for Life. So you can get the same reliable nationwide service and support a company that shares your values, supports our Constitution, and puts people before profits. It's very easy to switch. Keep your phone number. Bring your own phone or get a new one. Call 972-PATRIOT, 972-PATRIOT, or visit patriotmobile.com/Chad. Use promo code Chad when you choose a free month of service or a free phone. Veterans and first responders, you're going to get even more savings. So call them today, 972-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/Chad. Going to be a fun one. Use promo code Chad. We'll be right back. Got a good reaction last night at the show talking about running for governor. People from all different states. I think we've been in 8 or 9 states in the last 8 or 9 weeks. And no matter what state we're in, people have responded really well. That's humbling.
Actually, you didn't even bring it up. The audience brought it up.
Yeah.
They screamed it from their chairs, running for governor. And
It's interesting the mud that gets slung, though. And it's not even happening amongst candidates. Like Martin Holsom and I have spent a good bit of time on the phone. Martin, we're praying for you. I don't want to tell his business, but gallbladder issues. And, you know, we've talked on the phone numerous times. We text weekly. Great guy, city councilman running for governor out of Rusk, Texas. And good dude. But it's not even that, right? It's people. Just people. No scroll November, I'm telling you. Maybe I might have to wait till November. We'll see what happens. K-Dub's in the house, the Fact Pack represented by Kevin Wade. Kevin, what do you think? Am I doing a right thing? I appreciate you saying that.
Look at his shirt.
I mean, yeah, you're wearing the shirt. That's why I went to him.
Yeah.
And I trust Kevin because Kevin, obviously, one of the most intelligent people on the planet, but also is honest. He'll tell me the truth, and I respect that out of his friendship. So I just figure you got to put your money where your mouth is, right? At some point in time, you got to step up and do something.
Yeah, you're fully capable of being governor. A lot of folks seem to think that, those people are somehow above me or super qualified or something like that. No, they're just like you and me.
Yeah.
You're fully capable.
Thank you for saying that as well. And that's the thing is we complain about elitists, but then we say we want to put an elitist back into those positions, right? I mean, what are your qualifications? I'm over 30 and I've lived in the state for more than 5 years. Those are the only qualifications in the Texas Constitution for running for governor. And people are like, you've only lived here 5 years? No, that's what the Constitution says. I've lived here longer than that. But the point being, what they're saying is, well, you're not a lawyer. Really? Is that what you want? I mean, do you need a Juris Doctor who is an attorney? Attorneys just aren't way up there on my list of people that I trust in general. No offense, I know some good ones, but you know what I mean. You know who you are, right? Or are you some kind of mega millionaire or some kind of... See, that's the whole thing. George Washington, we've talked about it over and over again. He was a surveyor. And when he was done being president, he went back and made whiskey at Mount Vernon. That's what he wanted to do. And that ain't a bad thing. When you're like, I would love to try some George Washington whiskey. You know? I'd like to see how
There's
nasty
probably
that
a
crap
bottle
was.
laying around somewhere. Maybe in Glenn Beck's office.
Glenn Beck's probably got it with one of George Washington's teeth in the bottle.
Yeah.
I think another qualification that you have is that you're not a serial politician.
Right.
And just like Trump stepping in there, it would be nice, again, and refreshing to have somebody who isn't sold out by being in politics for too long.
What is up with our governor? What's going on? I mean, he just came out this weekend. Was it the weekend? And he said, if you're at home, wear your mask. If you're in the backyard at your house, wear your mask. What's up, Governor Abbott? What is the deal with this thing? Who bought you out? And I say that with all due respect, not respecting if you got bought out, but respect for you because I voted for you twice, and I appreciate you. But dadgum, what's going on? This is crazy, Kevin.
Very crazy. You read the package on the masks when you buy them, and they tell you they're not a medical device. They don't protect you. I understand they can stop people from spitting or coughing some percentage, but ultimately it's going to be, like you said, we're in it now. The only way out is through.
Yeah. So over in the pub, of course, sitting on the other side of Party Foul Steve, Andrew Rose, comedian extraordinaire.
What's up, buddy?
Thanks for being here. Opened for me in Oklahoma City, also opened for me at Billy Bob's, and appreciate you. And, I mean, it's kind of fun to be able to go back to work, but, I mean, this whole thing, the mandates and all that has really affected our business.
100%.
In a big way. I mean, there's a lot of people who, there's a very, I won't say his name, there's a very big named comedian out there who has been very successful for a lot of years who reached out to me and said, how are you doing shows again? And I'm like, how are you not doing shows again? I know why you're not doing shows again, because you're not willing to reduce your fee by about $30,000.
Who is it?
I'll tell you at the break. But and I say that's my guess is you're not willing to take less money.
Well, the capacity of the venues is.
Well, you just got to have more shows. That's what we've done. I mean, instead of having one in a city, we've had 6 in a city. Right?
Yeah.
So, last week in Florida, we did 5-6 shows. And so that's more work. It's more work. And it is a lot of work. I mean, we got one coming up here in a couple of weeks where we got 3 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like a 1 o'clock, a 5 o'clock, and a 8 o'clock. That's
doing it.
Yeah, it's like they say, if the sun is shining, they ain't smiling. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do comedy in the daytime.
Oh, yeah.
It's a weird psychological thing on that. Speaking of comedy, Joe Biden. I don't know what they injected him with to wake him up for his acceptance speech, but it's fascinating to me, guys, to watch how bad the DNC was. They're connected with the marketing gurus. They're connected with Hollywood. They're connected with the networks, the media, the news. They're connected with everybody, and pure garbage in terms of production. Mark Tate would have gone nuts with that. I'm going to need you to move that camera half an inch to the right and up.
But it was so far beyond the issues of that.
I know
like Mark would have lost his mind.
I can't stop watching the Billy Porter singing the.
Oh gosh.
I can't stop that. It's like watching a train wreck. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but I can't look away from it. I bet I've watched it 100 times. Just watching him do his little dress and then turn around and his whole thing. It's the creepiest. And then here comes Steven Stills across the deal, just kind of floating across with the guitar. It's insane. Did you see it?
I did not.
You didn't see it? I'll show it to you later. It's crazy. But I want you to look at this video. Here's what Joe Biden, the Democratic candidate for president, here's what he'd do about COVID-19. Take a look.
As president, the first step I will take will be to get control of the virus that has ruined so many lives. Because I understand something this president hasn't from the beginning. We will never get our economy back on track. We will never get our kids safely back in schools. We'll never have our lives back until we deal with this virus. The tragedy of where we are today is it didn't have to be this bad. Just look around. It's not this bad in Canada or Europe or Japan or almost anywhere else in the world. And the president keeps telling us the virus is going to disappear. He keeps waiting for a miracle. Well, I have news for him. No miracle is coming.
Okay, Joe. What's the plan? What's the plan? Save lives right now. Don't wait till you're president. What's the plan? Well, I'm going to listen to the scientists. That's all he ever says. I'm going to listen to the scientists. Well, where are the scientists? Let's talk to them. Get them on. And to tell you what to do, Joe, instead of you doing your stupid little acceptance speech where you're half asleep, why didn't you just put a scientist on there to speak during your time to say, this is what we got to do to stop the coronavirus?
But he's running on doom and despair.
We'll never get this economy back.
Yeah.
Y'all screwed it up. It was perfectly fine. I keep telling folks, man, this was such a revelation when I realized, and it's so simple, it was right in front of me for so long. If you just leave Donald Trump alone and let him do the job, just let him do the job, everything will be fine. If you give the man 4 years just to do the job, You don't have to like him. You don't have to agree with him. You don't have to appreciate what he says, but they're not going to do that. They're going to keep him talking because they know he's going to put his foot in his mouth. He's going to say things wrong. He's going to,
he still didn't care.
He doesn't care. I wish he cared more about that. But sometimes it's like watching cartoons. It really is with Big Donnie T. I love the hair DT. I love Trump. I just love him because he's such a caricature of himself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, have you ever watched Our President, or what is the cartoon on Netflix or whatever, or Showtime or something, Our American President? And it's a cartoon. Stephen Colbert produced it. And it's a cartoon of the Trump family. It's obviously a parody of them, and it makes fun of them, but it is hilarious. And it's also really damn accurate.
I was going to say, it's probably so much truth in it, kind of makes it funny.
It's just really dadgum accurate. It's like what you would think the Trump family would be like behind closed doors, and everybody that, and I mean, but I recommend, now, those of you who are thin-skinned, and there's a lot of you conservatives out there who are, because you're a Donald Trump apologist and you can't even laugh at the situation. I know you get pissed off, so you don't watch it. You can't handle it. Those folks that are out there that are just like, oh, don't you dare say anything. My mother is that way. Mom, I love you, but you're that way. You know you are. Don't you talk bad about Donald Trump. He might be watching your show. Gotta say he's not. Gotta say he's not.
He only gets Fox News at the White House.
We are not Fox and Friends. The invitation is open, Mr. President, anytime. I will come to you, sir. If he'll
we will come.
We
will come to you. Right?
Mr. President, look at this woman. Look at this beautiful woman, Hot News Natalie. We will come. And did you see Jamie Lee Curtis and what her comment was about the renovation of the Rose Garden done by Melania Trump? The zigzags of the bushes. She says, does anyone else see the KKK? That is the K's that are spelled out in the bushes. It's just zigzags on the thing. And she said,
Kevin, is that what you saw?
No.
You didn't.
No,
You missed that. You didn't read between the zigzags.
That's the kind of insanity that I'm just like, what in the heck is going on right now? Who looks at that and sees that? Racists.
Right.
That's who looks at that and sees that. If you see that in everything you do, you are the problem. Yeah. I mean, it's insane. I mean, how late do you have to sit up at night staring at something to pull that out of your ass? It's just pure insanity. Jamie Lee Curtis. When do these people? I mean, we got to stop making these people relevant. We do. Yeah. You know who needs to be relevant? Joe, put the scientist on. I want to hear what the scientist that you're going to listen to. Give me the solution. This is going to go away. Not going to go away. No, it's not going to go away.
I'm going to hold on to that secret until you elect me. Forget the better.
I put it on Twitter. I put it on Facebook, I think, over the weekend. I said, he's promised to cure cancer if elected. He's promised to get rid of the pandemic. Kamala Harris came out in her speech and said, he will get rid of this pandemic. Do it now, Joe, and I promise you I will vote for you.
True.
You have my vote. You cure cancer, or tell me how you're going to cure cancer. I mean, it doesn't have to be done by November 3rd. You just tell me how you intend to do that.
Your 5-year plan.
And let it be a viable solution. I'll vote for you November 3rd. I'll vote for you. Donald Trump's still going to kick your ass across the country, but I will cast my vote for Joseph Biden.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. All right. You have my and Natalie's vote, Joseph. Hey, here's the thing about home security companies. Joe Biden would tell you, just shoot right through the door with a shotgun, right? That's what he would say, dude. But I got a better option for you, because a lot of these home security companies, they trap you with the high prices, tricky contracts, lousy customer support. Man, Jade and I have been through that a bunch. So while there are a lot of options out there, there's only one no-brainer, and that is SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe's got everything you need to protect your home with none of the drawbacks of traditional home security. Got an arsenal of sensors and cameras to blanket every single room, window, and door tailored specifically for your home. Professional monitoring is going to keep watch of your home day and night. ready to send police, fire, or medical professionals if there's an emergency, God forbid. You can set it up yourself in just under an hour. Just peel and stick the sensors exactly where you need them. You don't need a technician. It's not required, and there's no contract, no pushy salespeople, no hidden fees, no fine print. All this starts at $15 a month, and I'm not the only one who thinks Simply Safe is great. U.S. News and World Report named it the best overall home security of 2020. We need it, folks. Try Simply Safe today. Go to simplysafe.com/watchchad. That is SIMPLI safe.com/watchchad. You're going to get free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. Nothing to lose, folks. That's simplysafe.com/watchchad, and we'll be right back. COVID. Coronavirus. There's my subliminal messages.
Rona.
Oh my goodness. Billie Eilish. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she existed until this DNC thing, but apparently she's a big deal, right? She's a singer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and her demographic is primarily like very young, first-time voting teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So having her on there was no joke and a power move.
All right. So, and boy, Taylor Swift, her fans are crazy. They're rabid.
Man.
They're not Americans, but they're rabid. It's weird. They'll come at you, man, and then they're like, well, I live in Finland. Okay, shut up. I mean, I don't know what Finland's
her fans are like from 12 to 55.
Yeah.
I
like Taylor Swift's music. Now,
she does have good
don't
music.
get me wrong. I like her music.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Songwriter.
Great writer.
Yeah.
She's a good
Composer,
writer.
I guess.
Yeah, she's a writer. I mean, I can appreciate that. I don't sit around listening to Taylor Swift, but Billie Eilish, take a look at this at the Democratic National Convention.
You don't need me to tell you things are a mess.
Okay, stop.
Donald
Just
Trump
stop
is
right there. What the F am I looking at right now? She looks like a fishing lure.
A mess. She looks like a mess.
I mean, chartreuse hair, right? That looks like a black woman's toenail right there.
I really wish the camera.
That looks like a black woman's toenail right there. Done been to the shine. What in the hell was... Okay, play it. Play it.
You don't need me to tell you things are a mess. Donald Trump is destroying our country and everything we care about. We need leaders who will solve problems like climate change and COVID, not deny them. Leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality. And that starts by voting for someone who understands how much is at stake. Someone who's building a team that shares our values. It starts with voting against Donald Trump and for Joe Biden. Silence is not an option, and we cannot sit this one out. We all have to vote like our lives and the world depend on it, because they do. The only way to be certain of the future is to make it ourselves. Please register. Please.
Okay, so to save the world, you got to get on some benzodiazepines and look like this person right here, and look like you just don't even know what planet you're on. I don't want to live in that world. If that's normal, if that is what saves the world right there, and I'm not critiquing her as a human or a female or artist or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. IQ points were just lost by people. I can literally hear everybody watching or listening to the show. I hear the IQ points just dropping out of your brain after watching that. It's insanity. That's supposed to be the new normal. I can't deal with it. Mark, y'all just thought that was dumb. Ooh, we can take you lower. We can take you so much lower. I just love Cardi B.
No.
Just love her. Clicky clacky. Here she is. I mean, why is I never understood. I never understood. Like, I sort of understand Kanye going to Trump, right? And Trump, I kind of understand that. I don't think it was necessary. But I mean, why did Obama need to meet with Shakira? And why did Obama need to meet with, what is it with these singers and these artists that the president feels like, I guess it's just the voting base,
They
right?
want the numbers.
Only voting.
It's just their reach,
That's
right?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Encouraging them to encourage their people to register and then vote.
Unless George Strait is willing to endorse me for governor, I'm just not going to do that, right? I don't, because those people, you never hear them talk, they complain about rich people, right? They love to talk about the rich people, but you don't hear them complaining about Billie Eilish's money or Cardi B's money or Taylor Swift's money or Dwayne Johnson's money. I mean, $15 million to go there. What about that? They don't mind their rich people, right? Because of the reach and because of what they can give them. But your IQ isn't low enough. Take a look at this 1 minute and 8 seconds of pure nightmare hell.
Tell me what your fans most say to you when they communicate with you online. What are they most concerned about?
Obviously, free college education, free Medicare, especially now that, people are just getting sick left to right. Also, I, of course, want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time. I, of course, think that we need free college education. That's second.
We're going to have, if I get elected president, free college education for 4 years of college, flat out. Anybody with a family less than 125 grand, you're going to get a free education. Everybody gets free education for community college. Everybody who wants to go on and become an apprentice, free.
Let me tell you about my college experience, right?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I'm from New York, so when you're in high school or middle school, they give you a free Metro card so you could travel, for you to be able to go to your school. And
you would think, like, he's sitting there listening to her, like this is a legitimate. Well, your fans, what do you hear your fans saying? Free. And so everything, free this and free that. And you would think that Joe Biden, who's been in government for 47 years, would push back a little bit and say, well, okay. He starts echoing the sentiment. Free.
Well, they've been getting votes that way forever.
Free.
May I ask, are her concerts free?
Ooh, good point.
I'm just asking because you got to get behind what you're saying.
Thank you.
A free Cardi B concert. Are you paying for tickets to go?
No, I'm all about hoes. I'm about the super hoes because the super hoes is what's working. I mean, that's basically her interview on the Zoom the other day. I can't say the other things she was saying.
Right. Cardi, why aren't your concerts free?
Right.
It can't happen.
Yeah.
It literally
or
can't
at least
happen.
make it free for families making less than $125,000. I guarantee you, all of her fan base is making $12,000 or less.
Cardi B, baby. That's a plan, Nat. That's a plan.
Ugh.
Cardi B for free. Cardi B free.
Start a hashtag. Cardi B for free.
Cardi B free.
Cardi B free. There we go.
That's my new campaign slogan. Cardi B free.
Ironically, Cardi, we're less free than we've ever been because of all of this.
Oh, well, Jamel Hill, ESPN analyst Jamel Hill came out and compared America to Nazi Germany because, of course, Nazi Germany is well known for giving a big public platform to outspoken, loud black women. So, yeah, this is the insanity of all of this that I just want to just choke people till they stop breathing. Like, give me the plastic bag. Just give me the plastic bag. Now hold still. It's like, I'm telling you, this is, I don't know what planet we're living on with this stuff. But Joe Biden ought to know better. He ought to know better, right? When I was in college, what? What college did I gotta Google that.
You gotta Google that because I doubt she was actually in college.
It was Phoenix. It was Phoenix University.
Yeah.
University of Phoenix. She was at DeVry. And no offense to DeVry or Phoenix.
Maybe she
we
went
would
to
love
Trump
to have you as a
college.
sponsor on the Chad Prather Show. But listen, man. I don't know what to do anymore. It's just I hear this stuff and I lose it. lose it.
You said Billie Eilish looks like a
She looks like a fishing lure.
I'm still laughing at that. That's so right.
She looks like a fishing lure, that chartreuse, hair that's on that deal. Oh my gosh. Cue something up, Mark. We got anything else we got to read on this thing? Candace had to step out for a second. Hey, got to remember, folks, you got to remember, you can get evicted from your home and all of a sudden your house just isn't your house. That's what a lot of folks are learning out there when they become victim of home title fraud. It's a devastating crime that can cost you your home, and home title fraud is not covered by insurance or common identity theft services. The only folks to trust to protect your home's title is Home Title Lock, because you have cyber thieves out there that will discover the title to your home that's kept online. They'll forge your name on the deed stating that you sold your home, and they'll refile as the new owner, and then they're going to take out loans against it. You're going to be stuck with the bill, and you may not even know you're a victim until the eviction notices start coming in. Now, Home Title Lock is going to put that virtual barrier around your home's title, and the instant they detect any tampering online, they're going to go to work, mobilize to shut it down. First things first, go to HometitleLock.com and register your address to see if you're already a victim and don't know it. Then use code CHAD for 30 free days of protection. Go to HometitleLock.com, use code CHAD. Got a big surprise for you when we come back. Ashford University is a far better university. You're going to do
online,
100%. I do love them. They do love them. Andrew Rose has one of the best jobs on the planet. Not just as a comedian, but he gets to travel around. You know what he does? You know what he does? You know what he does? You know what he does?
I do.
He gets to MC.
You have to let him say it, though.
I will.
Set him up.
I will. Women's oil wrestling, nationwide. I've seen some video of this. I couldn't look away for obvious reasons. You were telling me the rules.
Yeah.
I want you to go through this for me, okay?
Okay.
Roll the clip.
Here we go.
I've done this enough. I've got this down.
Andrew's got it down.
I think Sturgis. We were at Sturgis, and that
I
was
just
mine.
meant we want some B-roll while you're explaining it of the wrestling.
No, we can't do that. It's a family show.
Oh, okay.
Except for when I cuss.
Oh, hell, I don't know if I can go over all the rules then. Can't
yeah,
go
you can. No, you can.
Sure?
You can.
All right.
100%.
I did it. Simple rules it starts off with, because of the second round, we get 3 audience members to wrestle 3 of the girls. And, it's a lot of fun, and it gets the audience involved. But, like, rule number 1 is, don't pick up the girls. You can drop them. They're going to get hurt. Rule number 2, don't stand up. You can fall. Rule number 3, don't rip off anyone's clothes. But here comes the fun part. Rule number 4, there's going to be no fingers going in any eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, any orifice available. The shocker is an illegal move. So is the Spock, the magician, the corkscrew, the minivan, the push pop. Can't do any of those. There's not going to be any trumping in the show. We cannot grab them by the
no trumping.
Sad to say. And then what is it? No free willy, guys. Keep it in your pants, and no tongue foo. Your tongue's got to stay in your mouth.
Well, I'm not doing it then. I'm not doing it. I was in until all these. Joe just, it needs to be like UFC.
Listen, that's usually for the men. Like with the women, I kind of joke around and go, "They're women. You talk to them, have fun." Like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm back in.
Yeah, you girls go for it.
Do they have to wear a mask?
No, but because we took March 15th was our last show up until Sturgis, and I was texting with the owners and saying, because the girls do like a costume dance thing before the wrestling, and I was like, we just need to have all of them do a costume that requires a mask. We'll have like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, we'll get a nurse, we'll get just like all these stuff. I'm like, we'll definitely do that. We didn't. They just went out there. We're just no masks.
Yeah,
we're kind of past it at that point.
The oil is antiseptic.
Okay.
It's antibacterial.
I wonder if that's what Biden's solution is. Everybody's going to have to
Everybody gets to use hand sanitizer.
wrestle in it.
Just wrestle.
What kind of
in it.
oil is it?
Oh.
Baby oil.
Okay.
Baby oil.
Yeah.
Lavender
I
sometimes.
didn't know if it was like
Fancy.
peanut
Lavender?
oil or.
Yeah.
No, yeah, just straight up baby oil. And the last match we do shaving cream.
Oh.
One person gets to get in and wrestle with 4 girls. Shaving cream.
Essential oils.
There we go.
Some
Yes.
essential oils. That the essential oils, and I'll catch crap for saying this because you people have no sense of humor. That is the cure for COVID.
Corona.
Essential oils.
I promise you, they've got a concoction.
Oh, they do. They'll come at you with it too.
Well, you can't wrestle in it though because those little vials are like just this small. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
That's expensive.
I might be an essential oil representative. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I am because of Melody Villard. I think I technically am. She sends me stuff every now and then. Andrew Cuomo, by the way, has written a book that's coming out about how to lead through this coronavirus pandemic crisis. And now, remember, several months ago, he said no one knows what to do through all of this. But apparently, when there's money to be made, well, we can come up with all kind of shit.
I was going to say, how's he had time? How's he had time to write a book during this crisis?
Exactly. Andrew Cuomo was sitting down just pecking away at his typewriter, going to write this book.
City falling to pieces.
But see, Steve, common sense, dude. You have it. People don't. So don't be pointing those kind of things out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just remember.
Well, if we're supposed to learn from our mistakes, I imagine Andrew's going to be one of the better educated
He
people
would
around.
Definitely be. The guy is a mass murderer
or something. Is that the name of the book? The Executioner?
The deer hunter. All those deers in those little deers in the nursing
Send them
homes.
to the old folks' home.
In the old folks' home. Yeah. Those little deers. He's the deer hunter. He's a mass murderer is what he is. I mean, it's pathetic. But you want to play that Cuomo menu? Can you do it? Yeah, there it is right there. Slap that thing up there. This is Western Journal. You got to see it. Cuomo's unnecessary, obligated menu options. So there you go. That's I'll let you guys read it. If you're listening, then you'll have to.
You can't be picky.
Yeah, no, you can't. The Cuomo fries, a few chips off your shoulder. Do the second one right there. You got the boneless wings, pretzel bites.
One boneless wing.
One boneless wing. Yeah. So I don't know what world we're living in.
We don't know how to count
anymore.
Schools closed. That's
a
brilliant.
spoonful of rice pilaf. I mean, what are we doing? What's going on in the world today? I don't understand it.
I'm undone.
Have you ever listened to a Billie Eilish song? No, me either. I didn't know she was a thing. I didn't know Billy Porter was a thing either. There's a lot of Billies out there. I didn't know what Billy Porter did. Apparently sings. I guess Billie Eilish does too. Your kids listen to Billie Eilish?
I've heard
Make
Billie
them stop.
Eilish on the radio before. It's
You listen to that crap.
No, I don't. I really don't. I just when
you know what I
flip
listen
through,
to?
What?
George Strait.
Chad Prather.
Yeah, that's right. I don't listen to anything anymore. I'm done with I'm done with celebrities. I mean, it's over with. It's done. Why do we continue to fund that level of judgmental ignorance that's out there? I don't care if they ever make another movie. I don't care if they ever make another TV show. I don't care. My life is perfectly fine without it. I don't care if fans ever go back to sporting events. I don't care. I've actually sort of enjoyed watching the baseball games with no fans. Just y'all go out there and look like fools and do your thing. I mean, can you imagine being a pro athlete wearing a mask? You're out there wearing a mask, breathing carbon dioxide back into your body while you're trying to perform at a high level of athleticism.
That's what happened to me last night at the merch table at Billy Bob's, having to wear a mask, and I'm at the highest level of
peak performance.
Athleticism,
you
all that
truly
kind of stuff.
are peak performance, Steve.
And I'm like half deaf, and I read lips halfway, about halfway read lips, and I have to get right in their face and have them yell at me because I can't see their lips moving.
Yeah.
So.
Is that what happened to you last night?
Well, that whiskey.
That and whiskey, yeah. I was going to say, at least that kills everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty good coronavirus plan right there. Just drink. Get you some of that Buffalo chip whiskey.
That's Biden's idea.
Yeah.
You're giving away all his secrets.
No, that's Nancy Pelosi's idea because somewhere out there she's mainlining it right out of the IV bag, some vodka. butt chugging that stuff right there. I'm gonna have to get me some Billie Eilish music though.
You don't.
No, I don't think so. Did y'all see the video? I was gonna show it, but it's a long video and you don't need to see it. But did you see where the two women took the 7-year-old kids? Did you see that video where they took his MAGA hat? Mm-hmm. And the lady was chasing him down. There was no one was right in that video, in my opinion. No, I mean, first of all, you don't snatch the kid's hat and then go storming off. But then the lady, the mom, who is just chasing after him, exacerbating the situation even more. It's like you guys want to get a viral video so bad, you're willing to put yourself at risk to do all of this stuff. Just quit. I mean,
basically get shot.
Yeah. I mean, quite literally, it could be very violent. I don't trust anybody these days. In fact, I sent a message to our good buddy Greg Schaefer with Schaefer Security, and I was asking him, I said, why don't you do a class sometime, if you haven't, about these people who come to your car during these riots, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, your first thought is you want to just shoot him in the face, but you'd go to jail for murder. He said, you just got to drive away. Don't stop. Don't stop. And he wasn't saying run them over. Just don't stop.
Don't put yourself in
that situation. We'll be right back. Scott Peterson, apparently his death sentence has been overturned by California Supreme Court. So, of course, he was convicted for the murder of his wife, his pregnant wife, Lacey Peterson, whom Candace says he didn't do it.
She says he did not do it.
We'll talk about that sometime. Yeah. Look, I don't debate Candace.
No, I know. She's on my team.
I mean, this girl researches stuff that I forget happens, right? I mean, it's
She's
weird.
ready to go.
Yeah. So anyway, Scott Peterson, apparently his death penalty has been overturned.
There you go.
So you boys in the pen, y'all know what to do.
Candace probably spearheaded it.
Yeah. Candace is probably running his defense team. I want to remind everybody to go to watchchad.com. That's where all the fun stuff is. And we are going to be in Liberty Township, headed back up there for some shows this weekend. That is northeast of Cincinnati. It's between Cincinnati and Dayton. So if you're in the Western Ohio area or wherever in this great country of ours, come on over, Liberty Township. Last time we were there, we did a Sunday night show, had about 500 people there, about 415, I think it was. I'll round up to 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. So we're going to be there all weekend long, going to be having a good time. And I want to encourage people, go out there and do it. And then next week, I'm going to be down at Fry Heights in New Braunfels, Texas. So we'll be down there. Kind of a last minute 3 shows we're doing right through the middle of the week.
And it's a great show. So fun.
It's fun. We
have
fun. This is a very new thing we're doing. Bree Bagwell and Steve Helms and Ben McPherson, and I just wanted to showcase some artists, not new, but just some artists that weren't working as much right now, and so we have fun. And we did that at Billy Bob's, and we're going to continue doing it in various places. When we're in the comedy clubs, it'll be the stand-up stuff. We'll be doing that. But go to watchchad.com, check it out. Go to blazetv.com/Chad. Sign up for an annual subscription of Blaze TV. Get all of the content that we offer right here on The Blaze. And, of course, go to shop.blazemedia.com and look up the Chad Collections. Get your Fact Pack shirt. We love you. God bless you. Happy Monday. We will talk to you next time. Bye.